here on this side and into the wall, so 355 going through there quite merrily as the number one car tries to pull out of it, but the steering not too good, I don't think. Oh, and big jack time there from the 274 car right in, and 804 also in the middle of that lot up here on turn 1. Now. Oh, and the 54 car going in there really heavily into the back of the abandoned 355 car. Just left himself with nowhere to go there. Somehow he manages to keep it going. Gary continues on his way, and he gets him right head on. And my goodness, have we got a fire underneath the 518 car? Very swiftly ejects his car. In fact, the Jag and Mark Weldon well and truly stuffed now. The wheel's right and in the bulkhead. So now what's Stevie King going to do with Simon Bird? He's had a go. He's going to take a kamikaze jump, and he does that. My goodness. Takes himself straight in, and what's the bet that Simon Bird's going to weigh in here with a head on? No, he doesn't. Goodness me, Nathan Emery sits Steve King right over onto his roof, and that of course is an instant red flag. As they all pile in, and we've got a track blockage, and it's a red flag straight away, so the track gets blocked, and we split them to try and stop problems like this. So we'll try and restart it as soon as we can. Off we go then. They've completed just about a lap. Each and every bagger is a 14 this evening, and Jody Bryant's got off to a lively start. Has got the kettle on well and truly, has left a big train of oil up here on the home straight. And meanwhile it's close up front, but go as Graham Tizard absolutely piles Trevor Legg into the parked car of Charles Renshaw down there. More action down there. We've got Nathan Emery in 550, the reigning track champion here at Ringwood. I don't envy the lap scorers in this one. There we are, track blockage, in they go. My goodness, Graham Tizard absolutely ploughs in on one down there. I didn't quite see who he was, but there we go, track blockage. And this, well, they're all going to plough in there. My goodness, 425, Stephen Saunders, and they're all ploughing in. Absolutely hell for leather. Oh my. Well, I can't quite see who these are, because it all seems to be roosts just going up in the air like wigrams, and it's an instant red flag. Here we go once again, a few more, didn't even make the green flag. But this time, as the track got blocked or not, there should be a way through there. Oh dear. Well, hopefully there should be a way through from that. They're all moving and grooving. Gary Reynolds is the leader at the moment. That pile up, so there is a way through. Coming through this time, in fact it was going to be Andy Burt with the lead. And it's now 334 BP Keith Gallagher who comes through and takes over. As Graham Tizard absolutely demolishes the rear of the 777 car of Crew Callaway down there. A real flattened down estate, and here comes another one. Other class places. Meanwhile, Loopy's down there having a crack at John Ailes. And Keith Gallagher, leader though he is. And goodness me, Graham Tizard only just jumped out of that in time. We have got a track blockage down there now. Christian Finch has just taken a Shafir Jackin down there. And where are they all going to go? The track's completely blocked. And are they going to move? Or are they not? Anyway, round the circuit. Although you'd be a brave man to try and drive the wrong way into some of these, and we got one up and over on there. Jethro's gone up and over, and that sadly is going to be a red flag in the interests of safety. Destruction Derby, the Cortina Magnus Destruction Derby will continue. Certainly gives Mark Simmons what for down there on the pit bend. Of course they're being weeded out at the moment. And Darryl Cracknell takes, I think that was Mike Webber, hard into the Armco down there. Oh, there's a meat in the sandwich down there between a red one. Mark Kelly is down there as well, and Nathan Emery. A few more go flying in. Number 410 and Trevor Legg in 180. 54 Paul de Paver, despite the back end being right up in the air. He decides he's going to have a portion of the rear end of the Jammy Dodger car down there. No more. Keith Gallagher. Has he trashed the rear end once and for all? Or Paul de Paver? Marcus Goldsmith down there behind that as well. Here comes the Jammy Dodger one. It's going to be a head-on between him and Andy Burtz, and has that stopped one of them, or both of them? Well, it certainly hasn't stopped Andy, but it's stopped the Jammy Dodger, so that's him out. So it's now between these three. Moments is 198 Marcus Goldsmith, and I don't really fancy his chances, because to start with at least, it's going to be 2 on to 1. Andy Burtz gives him one right in the side there. Now Keith Gallagher, what's he going to do? A head-on indeed it is, and that's probably stopped Marcus Goldsmith, or has it not? He's going to be the meat in the sandwich now. And Georgie Bolt has appeared from nowhere. He's been out a long time. Too long. And the win is declared by 410 Andy Burtz. So not quite the last car moving, but in theory it was. It is 410 Andy Burtz who wins the £250 Destruction Derby and concludes our meeting here tonight. We hope you've enjoyed that. There's been some excellent banger racing from the Cortinas. red flag then, while our pace car driver cleans the mess from his underwear. There we are, he's not going to make the same mistake twice, and we're up and running for Band Banger Action race number 3. And already Derek Holland is picking on the big one. Our lead is with Nigel Baker in 216 ahead of Keith Bastin and Andrew Hilton. Andy King has had a portion of the back end. It's amazing how Nathan Emery, even though he's in a transit van, it sounds just like he's Granada, doesn't it? And one goes up and over here on the home straights. Car number 53, Colin Martin, goes spinning aside and then finds himself looking at the world from a very strange angle. Lane Rose attacks Keith Bastin down there in 457. Probably come off work. Big group of them going around the top bend there. Andrew Hilton's managed to come back in for more despite his water tank losing lots of it. So it's last lap then for Nigel Baker, and it's looking as if it's going to be a flag-to-flag win for he. Here we are then, we're off from racing once again in the Van Bangers, and 53, Colin Martin slammed aside there by the traffic. Ooh, Nathan Emery very nearly up and onto the inner Armco there. There's a retirement once again. Keith Bastin spun off and very, very nearly up and over there. To the 2-for-8 car of Dave Harding, who says, alright then mate, I'll have some of that as well, but it would be nice if they could do it on the track rather than on the inner track. 18, we've lost Morgan down here in car number 32. 113 retires as well. So a bit of a DD breaking out between the two baby vans down there. My goodness gracious! Well, what can you say about that? So it's 4 laps this time. Yep, 4 for 2 Andy King. Managing to get the back wheel off the ground over there. We've had a bit more Armco flying down there. 53, now Nigel Baker plows in on the front end of Keith Bastin down there. Down there. Now Dutch spins him out sideways as the leader comes through to start his last lap. And the rest of it. Destruction Derby. I sense he won't last very long, but here they are then, the pit gate goes together. It's going to be Van Banger Destruction time. If you come to see vans get wrecked, then you're going to enjoy this one. Quite well off as well. Let's see what they can do and who can get who, but already Dave Harding has got problems in the marina. I didn't think he'd last long. Well, he sort of rolled at the first one, but Colin Martin very nearly went up and over again down there. Nigel Baker takes in the 113 car and Chris Hurdle onto the inner Armco, stopping the man in front, etc, etc. They're allowed to go any way round the track they wish. All going round one way at the moment. Keith Bastin absolutely plows into the side of Colin Martin down there. And is this going to be the general melee pile up down there, the track? Well, there is a way through because Nathan Emery's just found it. So it looks as if all the action's going to happen down here. Lane Rose is going to plough in on Keith Bastin, indeed he does. My goodness me. Morgan, that reverse is very hard there. Into Andrew Hilton, who's getting knocked from pillar to post down there. Keith Bastin very lucky to get out of that one in time. Now Nathan Emery ploughs into the rear of the Renault traffic, and the Renault traffic panels are slowly coming apart, aren't they? Andrew Hilton still having an interesting afternoon down there. It's going to be be a bit bruised tomorrow, is Andrew, I think, because that was a hell of a knock he took down there. Derek Holland is attacking the rear end of Andy King down there. Now Nathan Emery says he's going to have a portion of that as well. And where's Trevor Legg going to go? Is he going to go in the back of there? No, he's going to give Andy King one on the nose. It looks like it's all going to come to an end down by the pit gate. Morgan reverses in down there as well. Now, everybody's going running. And I don't. Oh. The little van rejoins. Rather him than me though. Out there with Andy King though. And wow, did you see that? 248 Dave Harving having a go at the transit minibus of Trevor Legg in 180. In goes Nathan then on the back end of Derek Holland in 77. Morgan doesn't appear to have much left in him, but he's going to come round and meet these anyway. But between these three, Trevor Legg in 180, Nathan Emery in 550. Derek Holland's going to go in hard with the back end on the front end of Nathan Emery. And still going as well. Trevor Legg has gone, so it's down to these final two. One of these two is going to win this afternoon's Van Banger Destruction Derby. Who's it going to be? Do you think it's going to be 77? Or do you think it's going to be 32? Neither seem to have much go left in them now. Here we go. Derek Holland going to go in with the big hit down there in the side of Morgan in 32, but has that stopped them? Probably not, because it didn't get near the engine bay of Morgan's van. Derby, no, Morgan gets out, so it's Derek Holland in 77 who's declared the winner of this afternoon's Van Banger Destruction Derby. So well done to Derek. And that rounds off a very lively afternoon here this afternoon. We hope you've enjoyed that. Smashing in there between the two of them, and that would be an instant red flag down there. Having to fight his way clear now. It's a DDD 605 car right up in the air. He's still up and running, and the little Comma Cop still going strong, still making good his escape at the moment, wriggling his way through the infield. Getting involved in a fracas there. Andy King having to go at one of the warlords there and finding that an easy victim, and still that diabolical Dyer's Comma Cop still in the thick of the action. But look out, here comes the now the warlord let him off the hook there. There's Dutch Holland here taking his spite out on Carl Sewell's much larger 467 car. Spinning him around a couple of times, and this one's really lasting, isn't it? Jeff Pitchley still sneaking around the infield. Scott Weld here in the 517 car. Whoa, punks his way into the back of Andy King. Jeff Pitchley comes up, and gets him and goes to the same medicine. Dutch Holland now finding reverse, going to reverse it to Jeff Pitchley. Oh, and he's doing that. Neatly missed the charge of the 467 car. Around the outside, and he's going to have a tackle at the little Fiat. Round he goes, but Dutch has found reverse, and he's giving chase now. And it's Jeff Pitchley and Dutch Holland right in front of me. The man to join him comes Diabolical Dyer. Oh, got him in the wall. Here comes Diabolical, doink into the pair of them, and still Dutch Holland's little Fiat is still running. Miss over on the other side, it's Andy King. As the two tiddlers fight it out for supremacy. Look out, here comes the Tiger Shark. And the King coming storming through, zonk, onto the front of the Comma Cop. That spun them both round. And it could be that Dutch Holland's little Fiat is still going strong. He's still on the move, he's crafty here, he's going to reverse it in, he's not going to damage his engine. Zonk, takes
I speak. He's getting pushed all down the back straight. And into the barrier, and into the abandoned car. Whoops. And that's creating clouds of steam from that one. Wayne Saxon then managing to hold it all together. So Daisy and somebody's up on his side. Oh, and with that, he's going out to get some of his own back. Oh, and a big following over there. Wowie. Big hit, but here comes Andy King to get his own back. Into the wall he goes. Whoa, and Andy's spinning sideways as well. Rodding off one of the first victims. Oh my goodness, and over we go. That's back on all four wheels here. And we got a red flag. Dean Hodge right on his tailgate. And Stuart getting spun out by Dean Hodge and Caravan getting trapped against the wall. Joe Hank 216 car leaves it. Nigel Beaton in from Jeff Pidgley 177. Here is 334 going in the wrong direction. 46 and 97 going through, and over on the far side the back marker there getting spun out. That big pile up there, 141 is well jacked up in the middle of that lot. Carson Cooper is trouble with the rear wheels right off the ground, and it's Nathan there and Emery buried underneath it there in the 550 car. And here they all come piling in, and there's just nowhere to go. But the 141 car behind that. Further back then, oh, a big hit there for Nathan Emery. The back end of his car is well and truly trashed, and he's stuck there. Whoops, and here come the rest of them. Nathan Emery so far getting most of the, I think, quickly out of the way there. Trying to hold off the attentions of Keith Baston. And making it. Jason Burt behind that. Oh, and we got a car on its roof with immediate red flags up and coming. One car, Carl LaFoe, looking to pitch for Vixen. Oh, and a big sandwich job there on the white car with Keith Bassett coming into the back end at the same time that the number one car, Carl LaFoe, took out the front end. That was Steve King. Oh, and Mark Kelly's car almost over the inner barrier there. Tom gets taken out there by Gary Reynolds. And Pete Stanley comes sliding his way through. Pops the 473 car almost up onto the centre barrier. 274 Ruben Simmons. Oh, and already roly-poly. And a red flag. Battle scars as yet. Looking for that 96 car to come around again, and he's still holding on at the moment. Back now. 342 still going well. That's James Stone in that one, the silver car. Nathan Emery getting caught up there with Cromwell, and oh, whoops. And I think we got a red flag because Nathan was just about to get out of the car when it was hit by oncoming traffic.
Summer season, Ringwood Meeting and Race Secretary John Black, the car for 14 years with the Ravens. And for those who the car for the course this evening is Peter Raven.
In the forward one car, this is Mark Allen, so the program is Mr. Allen, question mark against
Here we go!
comes out towards that front. Here we go. That's a pretty good thing. Here we go.
So here comes Vicky then for that lap of honour, having comfortably got the handball over here.
lead. No, he's still managing to keep it going somehow. Here they come. I don't know if the pace car's going to make it under all that weight. Then, race fans, this is the winning team for this evening, Raceway.
Leading the way pretty well. And in fact there's a red flag down there, and it is in fact because and the back end of that absolutely folded in now. Big hit there from Graham Tizard, but he shot his own car to bits, and he gets one from Ben.
As you can see, written on the Caravan, Craig O. About the Nick on the back, and there on the back, Tarts on tour, but there we go. Here's Misery, this is Kevin Stroud, 133. 24 is Bernard Lee with the, in the number 24 car. Jokers who, 191, Dave Pointer in this one. And there's an extra £50 prize, don't forget, for the first driver to get his car inside the Caravan in front. Which takes a bit of doing, believe you me. 434, unfortunately I don't have a name for this driver. Very smartly turned out. Anyway, in the pink and yellow colours. Teletubbies on tour. And Tinky Winky's in the back, look, 434. Bye-byes it says on the back, and it may well be the case. So once we get them started, they'll be doing 2 rolling laps before contact is allowed. Once that contact begins, watch out for flying debris, folks, especially if you're standing near the fence. I know that's a good vantage point. Here we go then, and they're on the move for this, the big crash bang wallop behind the pace car then. Big ones and small ones. Give them a tune away because they're about to enter battle. Here they come. The Teletubbies on tour are bringing up the rear. The 434 car, and things beginning to spread out. The pace car speeds it up. 2 rolling laps in, and then they'll all be going for it. Pace car pulling off. Have we got a green? We have indeed. We've got a green flag then, and there we go, and the first contact about to be made, I think. Here is the 133 car needs to pull away from 24, but look out. Bang, in goes the first one, and 24 the first one. Look at the crumple down there as Teletubbies really hits home down there, the bottom end. Wow. 717 taken off the back end and up the other, straight through the side of the brown Caravan there. And there aren't a lot of them left already. The Joker's 171, Caravan still keeping going. And here we've got more of it. Oh, crunch! Right into the back. Oh, look at that one. That's got to be a good one. Let's say right into the back of the Joker's Caravan there, right under the lid. More of them following in. Whoops, the car's up in the air there. We've still got one complete Caravan on this side. That's the 191. And over on the far side, Misery has got some hope left with the 133 car, but look out because 24 is coming, sneaking up behind, and it's inside the Caravan. And suddenly all drops down over the 24 car. Behind that, and again, whoops, but the 6 car pulls to a halt, so we're left with what looks like the 191's Caravan still in one piece, but not a lot else left. 191 backing off, he's still got that Caravan, but is there any room to get through? Not a lot. Smoke pouring from the Teletubbies car, or what's left of it. I think it's that one inside there, right inside the brown Caravan. And look at that, that takes a bit of doing. The 191 car's turned it round at a 3-point turn with the Caravan and kept it intact. Brilliant. 191 then taking the car around, whoops, but that's not that one to mix. Thank you very much. It's number 6 putting on the coup de grace there. So none of that lasting too long. So 191, Dave Pointer declared our winner. the Ward takes out his victim there into the rest of the rubble. 911 and 703 going through. 318. Pedro struggling here to the 403 car. And the logjam beginning to pile up here. More cars coming in. Thump, bang, wallop, and still no way through at the moment. The 1 and 2 at the front there trying to edge away from it all. One who does make an exit there is 260, but the rest are just finding nowhere to go. Mike Kilford going in now. And still no way through, and it's absolutely locked solid there, right at the front, and no one's going to make their way through that one.
I'm getting a fucking headache.
Stanley going well. Those orange colours showing towards the front already. 129 and 298 here. 161 skids off into the infield as the 56 car makes good its escape by the 289 car. That's right, huh? The twin wheels are all around the red, white, blue Bears van in trouble there, pushed up on the inner barrier straight away. They're all out of shape here, aren't they? Gonzo's in trouble, even as he comes by the green flag. At the back there, the 224 and 300 vans. Smaller half-ton van who's being well and truly sorted. He's up on two wheels there momentarily, but he manages to get it back right side up. There's our lead van, that's 310. But he gets well and truly into the wall. 323 from the Bears in struggling there, Graham Howell again, and from the Blackjacks, the 801 car of Rob Gregory. Scott Baggett gets by in Leapy Lee's crazy karaoke band, getting pushed all the way around there between turns 1 and 2, and it's Gonzo doing the shoving. And Scott Baggett again goes through, and down at the other end the minibus was in trouble momentarily there. 5-7 still just ahead of Scott Baggett's 121 van. Red flag, oh dearie me. We got a fire down there on the red van between turns 3 and 4. To start with anyway. It's Adam Grant in the other small van at the front. Ooh, and right behind that the blue 336 minibus getting really as William Jim Dixon leads them through on the second lap. Gary Pilcher going well in that big van. 277 Gavin Perryman up there. Where now? As Mr. Ball gets his comeuppance. Trouble time. As the gap becomes smaller and smaller. 599 arriving in a hurry. 736 going by me. And look at the state of Woodle Jim Dixon's van. It's really taking a stuffing in the back end. unscathed at the moment. He's looking really good. And from the Swede there, a quick spin around to upset his apple cart. Little Jim Dixon still taking it out on whoever he can find, but he gets another torpedo in the rear end. And the man dishing it out that time was the red, yellow and blue colour. 277 Gavin Perryman. Right behind him, Adam Miles in 452, still keeping it going. And the baboon is still swinging from tree to tree. 321 van, keep it up there. Nigel Baker going well. 356 going in the wrong direction. Seen him held up for too much, and not surprising, that thing looks like it's built to last. But Dutch Holland's having a tackle at him now. He's the 599 van all the way down the back straight there. Oops, and he collects the Nigel Baker's van. Oh, and there he goes around. Dutch Holland really sorted him there, but he backs off and gets caught up on the barrier himself. It's gone out to the... Oh, and another big hit down here. Van struggling at the back though. With his misfire, he's got it rolling now. Can he keep it going? And it looks like 862, the first one to get spun around there right in the middle of the pack. And that takes out 3 or 4 others with him. Down the back straight, we've got a queue of vans. Crunch 363 getting caught up in the action there, and 2 of the Bears right in on it straight afterwards. Going well. 323, that's Graham Howell. He's bringing up the rear. Trailing Sparks. 224, Mike Webber struggling a little in the blue van. Oh, and a big hit there as the Stanfield Garage van arrived at a fast rate of knots on head-to-head on the blue Renault, and 224 following on in, 248 looking for a way through. So he gives the Renault another seeing to what's coming his way. And managing to knock the Dan the Van Man's 862 van back into shape. Man about to get in the van bang. No, he's got away with that one. Keith Bastin too anxious to keep John Ailes off his tail, but it doesn't work this time. Oh, and he catches him, and they both do a pirouette, very neatly done there. Keith Bastin kept it rolling to flick John out of the way, and he's still got him tagged alongside him and throws him off like a well-worn coat. Also going well, Wingnut. 54 takes a wallop into the back doors, which come over. Mike Hilford getting caught up with the 277 van and Gavin Perryman. And Dutch Holland taking out the demise there on pit lane corner. Freaky Lee's karaoke van goes through one more, still storming round. And nobody seems to want to tackle that one, so they obviously think there's a great deal of strength in that. Having a lot of luck thus far. Freaky Lee getting the freaking out treatment there. The ambulance still going, the green flag sending them on the way. Mike Hilford back on the circuit, but John Swanborough going to steam past him. There's a head-to-head job going on the back straight there between 277. And the ambulance getting stuck in here with the 336 van being spun around quite viciously there. 736 as well. Robert Oban still keeps his going and spins around the 136 van. Round and around he goes. Get it up and running. The ambulance again tackling Rob Oban on the back straight, and Rob Oban in tilt mode there with 2 wheels up on the inner barrier, but he manages to come down the way that he went up. Kill's trying to cut down the space there. Whoops, and a big bump into the wall, and finally the ambulance catches up with 136, but does himself no good whatsoever. And they back into each other, I think. Oh, wallop. That was a good one. Just worse from that one, I think. With all of the bodywork lifted up, and they're going to try it one more time. Yes, ooh! Another good hit. Rob Owen backing off again. Here we go, John Swanborough not giving up yet. There isn't a lot left at the back of him behind the cab. And he takes another whack. As the 136 wagon gets a little bit of assistance there. Rob Owen gets backed into, and now he's tagged him on he's got him all caught up, and they take the checkered flag. They've got a Siamese twins act going on here. The Brighton Bears, and Scott Baker goes rocketing round the outside. He makes it through okay. Clyde Williams' outfit. Oh, and Clyde Williams has lost the wheel, I think. Yeah. And the whole front end of the car is collapsed as Clyde climbs out and into safety a bit smartish and has come adrift. That was pretty spectacular. That was over there on turn 2, and you can see the two wheels and the front axle just goes. And the Bear's getting a bit of a rough time as well, and over he goes, and back onto his four wheels again. 1-2-1 going round then, and still they are trying to make a hole through there, and it looks like they've made it this time. Big one there, and you can see who he was waiting for. The 205 band getting well and truly socks, and John Ailes fighting back there to wait. And the Bear boys out at the front there trying to hold it all together. Up behind him to close his rear doors for him. Oh, what a hit there, and that one was dished out by Robert Oban, the 736 van, squashing the Gonzo, I thought was a goner already, but he's managed to get it going again somehow. 205 going, and it's all coming down to this pit lane corner. It's down at the far end there where all the action's going on. Gonzo still giving it some welly out there, going backwards and forwards. 310 trying to take out both 801 and 205 all at once. And 300 and oh, that was a good one, and Dutch Holland certainly giving out some punishment here. And another almighty hit on the 118 van, but still going strong. Already that car's going to be abandoned, and in the infield we've got a green, and we're off and running at 721 in trouble already, and pushed down away by 274, 157 and 281, another spinner here as they go by me. The big pile up there, and the leader being pushed into the wall there before he even completes the lap, and so we've got some others running around the inside. It looks like the 955 car of his is the front runner. That's David Cleary there. 64 being pushed across the line there by the 910 car from the Swindon Vigilantes. Mark Crisp really on a charge, and the 64 car there getting hit again there by Pete Stanley. Smoke all the way through. 4 laps to go this time as they come around the sign tail now, and it goes to the 382 car, so he's getting the high time. 382 getting the high time, but he's having to avoid some cars in trouble over on the far side. So Danny Hunt stretching away. There aren't many left with a big long jam down here on the pit lane corner, and there's just no way through at the moment. That looks like Gordon Coulthard forcing his way around the outside. They're trying to squeeze past on the barrier and push another car out of the way. And indeed, much smoke and piling in there. There's a big torpedo run there from the car at the back. I couldn't see his number, but the 910 car breaks free now to make off to try and complete another lap. That's Mark Crisp pushing the only other moving car out of the way, and here comes that Bears car again. Let's see. It's difficult now. 157 is the other one to break free, and there's Gordon Cool as well, I think. Wide there, can he hold on? But no, someone else is taking over from him, but there's a 4-5 car struggling up ahead, and it's the 45 car now that hits it. From 804, 45 gets it all sideways and opens it up. He's trying to keep it all together, but more hits here and the hearse is in trouble. On the back straight, that was the 722 Hearst getting very much involved in the action here on the main straight. The red flag calling it all to a halt. Driver out of the car on his side, to a big cheer from the crowd. He's safe and sound, so that's good. Then the big limo in trouble, being more sideways there, but all his attacker is also pushed off, only to be replaced. 4 laps to go. Good call from Brett Fry. Bad boy making it through the infield there. .946 going through, and Knocker's 587 car struggling through there, bringing up one of the lesser placing. Continues on his way as Bad Boy gets in a tangle there with the second place car, and they're beginning to pile up there on turn 2 and making a mini log jam. Over there is the entrance to the back straight, but a couple of them have fought their way through. 18 taking 525 out there. The 18 car it is. But he gets spun out of the way there on the back straight. As the down the back here, only to be hit by the front running 162 car and spun out of contention. 283 going well, and a little jam there building up here between turns 3 and 4, and then piling in one after another with just no way through. Round by the outside, seems to be a gap forming there, and we've got 88 making the way through, then 162. 151 also managing to fight his way through, then 162. 151 also managing to fight his way through. Now this may well put Brett Ellicott back into contention. 902 being pushed along the main straight there by another of his rivals, and clouds of smoke issuing from the pit lane corner. Mark Palmer still in there and showing a fine turn of speed with the 121, the first across the line there. And he's one of the few, because not a lot of them are making it to the line at the moment. 84 in trouble there, 109 I can see, 20 facing in the wrong direction. So Craig Rose starts on with a big T-bone there from the 197 car going in, but the crazy cabby is managing it at the moment, and looks as though he hasn't had a hit. Charging through 210 and 311 goes across the line. So the 303 cab getting caught there by 121. That's our lead car. That's the reigning World Bandbagger champion. Going well. Green flag sending him on the way then in this restarted Group 4's outing, with the World Bandbagger champion comfortably ahead at the moment. The crazy cabby still going strong, but strongly into the wall. Big time there, pushed all the way by the 197 car. 294 goes into the infield, and is he going to retire? No, he's rejoining now. Now we've got a big pile up of cars behind it as the 6-car Robert Stacey continues on his way, but he's done half a lap through the infield as they all trying to bash their way clear here. 321 getting spun out of the way by Mark Cooper, who's suddenly appeared at the front of the group there, flying in the air. 308, Mark Cooper looking to be on his own then in this one, and it certainly looks as though he got the high side there. Behind him the 15 car and 321, then 173 still struggling along despite the heavy damage to the back end, and heading for the line for the first time, and that green flag. The 81 car dying in the hole there. Not quite making it to the line at any speed. Coming home next. After that long time lead just being caught there by the big white Jag. With about 3 laps to go. Clouds of smoke issuing from over the other side as 2 cars trying to their first heat. Right up behind him, Glenn White in the 93 car. They're rushing off in the early part of this one. 203 having skipped through the infield there. Can he make it to the line this time? 294 trailing Debris going across the line, and 203 as well. Daniel Lucas in 210 keeping it going, and Dale Hughes just behind that. But getting it all sideways as they head towards the flag again. With the 45 car at 912 first across the line. So Darren Sable in 912. And 45 engine clear to take it up. Will he make it past the flag? Yes, he does. 45 and 281 coming up very rapidly there. But this time he gets collected and swung around quite severely. And most of that coming from the 58 car of Alan Cumbra. 363 going through, 650 and 906. But it's still that 45 car that heads the whole pack at the moment. There's a 3-way tussle going on here in the infield, and lots of smoke and steam and water on the circuit. And it looks like those 3 have called it quits. And 45 still going at the front. Littering the barrier, and added by 10th there, joining in, and an 11th. As it all comes whirling out of turn 3 with 1 leader, that's Mark Moon in the yellow, white and red estate car. 997 managing to keep it rolling, but only about 3 cars on the move now. 134 is one of those. And he just gets another big hit up the back end by the Mark Moon winner. So Eric Viking having to take another broadside. 997 managing to finish, and it looks like they're the only 3 cars running in this one. Red flag then coming out, she's a little quick. As the reigning Ringwood champ, here we go. 173 makes the front to start with. And somebody over the middle barrier, 2 wheels up in the air. To come up alongside him, up ahead, meantime Graham Pater in a tangle with 186, which may well slow him down. And Jay Brown makes an attack now. 720 closing up. Falls away somewhat in 510 temporarily. Still Graham Pater then, leading this one. As they're coming up ahead, there's a barrier of cars and Graham Pater missing out there. Jay Brown taking it up. Storming away at the moment and staying out of trouble. Just giving the 300 car a shove to get him out of the way. Oh, and he's got caught up this time though. 720 in trouble. Wow, he's out of control there and sideways, and he's lost it altogether. So now we're looking for another new leader coming through. The trophy for third place, and in second place, well done Dutch, and number 308, Mark Cooper. Up into the second position on the podium, and here he is, our winner then, Mr. Palmer, Mark Palmer, driver number 88, the new British Open Unlimited champion. Here he goes, up onto the podium, checkered flag and the trophy are all his. Mark Palmer then takes the win in the British Open Unlimited Championship. And there it is, the biggie, that's the big trophy. And Mark Palmer holds it up above his head as he takes the accolades there. Legal the first to go. And usually the initial hits here are superficial. There's 203 and 30 getting into some kind of bother there. Oh, a cloud of sparks over there is a big hit going in on the end. 87 here, is it going to be a head-to-head? No. 714 keeping it all together. 134 still going. Well, still more running than had stopped at the moment, but only just. The 731 car into the wall, trying to keep it moving at the moment. 304 decides to go rocketing through the infield. Now the numbers are starting to dwindle, staggering back from a serious impact, a big bang down the back straight there. And that was 714, I think, going into Papa Smurf. Managing to keep going. Here comes a head-to-head. Crunch. Oh, and another head-on job there. And that's usually curtains for one or other. And it could be curtains for both. And it could be Eric the Viking still hanging on in a cloud of steam. And it looks like it is. There it is. That could be the coup de grace. No, it's still managing to keep it going. Here we go then, it's head-to-head this time. Showers of sparks, now they're locked together and neither can back off. Yes they can. They're both still moving. One more time then, guys. Eric the Viking decides reverse isn't a bad gear after all. Gonna stand and take this one. Whoa. That was a biggie. Now then. Can either of them move after this? Oh, still reverse for the 134 car. Eric the Viking pulling away. So it's these two. Bumps a daisy. Once again they meet head to head. The blue car's backed off, the red one is stationary at the moment. Can he find a gear? Can he get it to move? Or is it all over? They think it's all over. Well, it is now, by the looks of things. Crunch! It's brown trousers time for Eric the Viking. Has it got anything left? Anything at all? And there we go. That's the end of that one. Until after Christmas.